Hey guys, it's Carolyn, aka The Ritz Carolyn, and today we're gonna have a very fun video because I got the Jeffree Star Conspiracy Bundle times Shane Dawson, or Shane Dawson, I don't know why I said that word, but I got the palette bundle and it came in the mail today. And I'm super excited. I'm gonna swatch it for you guys and create a few eye looks. I'm just gonna be focusing on the eyes so I can get a good amount of looks done, and that way I can get as many colors tested on my eyes as possible to see how the palette is and how you guys are gonna like it. But I'm very excited. I got the bundle, of course, but it took a while because, as we all know, we broke Shopify by waiting to get all the palettes and everything and all his lipsticks and all that fun stuff. But after about 45 minutes I was able to purchase the bundle. But without further ado, here is the giant palette. It's very beautiful, and this, it feels like kind of metal, but it's gorgeous. It's very it reminds me of the blood sugar palette with the clasps, but it's gorgeous. Look at that. So amazing colors. I'm very excited to play with this. There are a lot of wearable colors every day for me personally. Obviously the only one that I wouldn't wear every day would probably be food videos, which is the neon yellow. But they're all very beautiful. I see a lot of shimmers in here, but also a lot of mattes. They're very gorgeous. And then for the mini controversy, I absolutely love this packaging. It's like the static with reflective stuff. I don't know how to describe that for some reason, but it's very cute. And there are 9 shadows in here, and it looks like this. It's very cute, very wearable, gorgeous moment, and I am going to swatch those on my arm and tell you what colors they are, and then we can hop into the fun part, which is going to be me creating eye looks. And oh, excuse me, I'm burping. I ate Panda Express before. But we can get into the eye looks, and I'll probably be doing a voiceover so I can just get in the zone and become creative and make as many looks as I can. So I'll be right back with swatches for you guys. Alright, so I have from top to bottom Ranch, My Pills, Tanacon, Diet Root Beer, Just a Theory, Spiraling, Conspiracy, Pigment, Food Videos, and Trisha. All very beautiful. Here's Cheese Dust, Flaming Hot, What's the Tea, Diet Cola, Not a Fact, Sleep Paralysis, Illuminati, and My Ride's Here. This is the mini controversy palette swatched on my left arm. I apologize for the swatches. My right hand is not my best hand, so they are not as good a quality as my right arm. But from top to bottom we have Flat Earth, Cry on My Couch, My Boyfriend's Purse, Controversy, Diet Root Beer, My Apology, Exposed, Cancelled, and The Simulation. Alright, I am starting the look off with the shade My Pills. I'm going to put that all over my lid from top to bottom. I have primed my lid with the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer, and of course I've already done my brows with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in shade Chocolate. And I'm just using a pencil brush from BH Cosmetics. I'm going to use that same brush for every single look. I'm very simple when it comes to looks. I basically use just a few brushes or just one. But you can see this is applying very nice. Now I'm applying Tanacon to my crease, and I'm going to blend that up into my brow bone. I think it's funny that the emblem for Tanacon is a crying eyeball. But I'm blending that all up in It's going very, very fast because it is such a beautiful blendable color. Now I'm going to be dipping into Diet Root Beer. I'm putting that deeper into my crease. I'm deepening it up, blending that into Tanacon. This is going to be a very beautiful kind of fall look. Since, I mean, you know, it's still fall after Halloween. Still counts, right? Not quite winter. Now I'm going into Not a Fact, which is a beautiful plum color, almost maroon, and I'm gonna apply that all over my eyelid, and I'm gonna blend that up into a little bit of Diet Root Beer. This has such a beautiful pigment for a purple shade. It's gorgeous, and if you're okay with a little fallout, you'll love this shade. Personally, for me, fallout doesn't matter. I always do my eyes before the rest of my face, so I can just wipe that off and keep going. But I'm blending it up into my deepened crease, and it blends pretty easy. I'm thinking, I'm going into, I think that was sleep paralysis. I can't see because of my recording things in the way. Oh no, I'm going into My Rights here, the black shade, and I'm kind of making a smoky liner on my upper lid, and I'm smoking that out a little bit. And of course you can see the fallout is happening because I didn't tap my brush, so that's my fault. But once again, fallout really doesn't bother me. And you can see Saint in the background being silly. Silly, silly cat. I'm contemplating on what to do next. Now I'm going into the shade Flaming Hot. It's just such a pretty red shade, and I'm putting that on my lower lash line because I thought a pop of color down there would look very beautiful, and the red goes along pretty well with the plum color. Now I'm going into the shade Spiraling, and I'm going to blend that from the black shade into Flaming Hot to kind of smoke it out and to add some depth. And now I'm going to add Ranch, which is the lightest shimmer shade. I'm putting that on my brow bone, and then I'm going to put that in my inner corner. So this look is very, very simple. I used a lot of colors, and that's it for this one. Alright, I am starting off with the shade Pigment. I'm going to put that all over my lid to set the same concealer that I used. My eyebrow is exactly the same as before, the Dip Brow Pomade. That's my absolute favorite. But this look is going to be very colorful compared to the beautiful fall shade because I'm going to use every single shadow in this palette. But the shade is so pretty. I love it. I love the cute little pig in the palette. It's a cute little chunky boy. But I'm putting that all over my upper brow bone area thing. And I'm blending it out to make it look pretty. Now I'm going into the shade Cheese Dust, and I'm going to start that at my crease and blend it up into Pigment. I kind of wish this shade smelled like Cheetos, but then I think I'd be tempted to lick it, and I don't think you're supposed to ingest eyeshadow. That's probably not the best thing to do, but I don't know. It'd be kind of funny. But I'm blending. You kind of can't see because my beautiful Halloween mirror is blocking the way, but now you can kind of see. And now I'm going to go into shade Flaming Hot and blend that into Cheese Dust to deepen my crease even more. And I love this look a lot, even though it looks a little funky. I still think it is beautiful. And I had a lot of fun creating it. I know this one is definitely not going to be an everyday look, but you know, what the heck, it is fun to play. And now I am going in with the Makeup Revolution concealer and a concealer brush, and I'm going to cut my crease. And you can't really see what I'm doing because the mirror's in the way, but that's okay. I am cutting my crease. I kind of did a half cut crease, not a full, because I didn't really feel like it. But there we go. I got that cut, and now I'm going into the shade Food videos. I'm very excited to use this one. But I had to layer it a tiny bit to make sure it got the full potential of the nice neon pigment. But I'm layering it on. As you can't see, you could just see my weird face. But I'm packing this shade on. And it's so beautiful. It's such a tropical look with this shade. But I'm blending. And now I'm going to be going into shade Trisha. And I'll be putting that on my outer corner. And I'll be blending that into Food videos. And I didn't wet my brush at all for this shade, and holy cow, the pigment was absolutely incredible. It is so shiny and creamy. I was extremely surprised, and it blended like a dream. Now I'm going into shade What's the Tea, and I'm going to be putting that on my lower lash line. And it's very beautiful. They're all beautiful. How many times am I going to say beautiful in this video? But putting that down there to give it a little light color to it. And I'm thinking I'm going into shade Illuminati, and I'm going to put that on my outer corner and blend it into the middle of my lower lash line to give it a little bit of depth. This is another very pretty shade. It's like I don't know, kind of reminds me of a swamp. I'm not sure why. A little swamp shade. Okay, now I'm going into shade Conspiracy. And I'm putting that... gosh, it's like blocking the way. I'm putting that in my inner corner. I don't know why I couldn't think for a second. Now I'm going into shade Diet Cola, and I'm blending Conspiracy into Diet Cola right there, right below my inner corner, my lower lash line. Looks very, very beautiful. I wanted to use the rest of the shades that I hadn't touched yet. Okay, here's an up close of both looks with the Conspiracy palette. Very beautiful. I love them all, and I ended up using every single shade. I added an extra on the smoky side after I realized I didn't use it yet, but here they are up close. Okay, I'm here with the Mini Controversy palette. I'm going into shade Cry on My Couch. I'm going to be putting that all over my eyelid to set the same concealer that I always use on my eyes. But I'm putting that on there. I gotta scoot closer because I was a little far away, and I want you guys to see what I'm doing, even though it's nothing special. They're very, very simple looks. But putting that all over, nothing fancy, easy stuff. So pretty, and the light keeps washing me off for some reason. So, sorry in advance. I'm going into shade Diet Root Beer, which is in both palettes, and I'm going to be putting that on my crease, and I'm going to blend that up into Cry on My Couch. I'm blending my life away, but it's super easy to blend. Such a gorgeous shade. And I think that this one's a wearable look for every single day, but then again, I do wear different colors than most normal people. But I finished blending that up. Now I'm going to be going into the shade Exposed, and I'm going to put that on the first half of my eyelid. It's a very, very pretty light lilac shade, and it has you have to like build it a little bit, but that's okay. it's just such a light color that you have to build it to get the full pigment. Now I'm going to the shade Controversy. Now I'm going to blend that from my outer eyelid into Exposed, and I'm going to meet those up so they blend nicely. But this is going to be an extremely simple look because there are only 9 shadows in here compared to the larger palette, which has 15. I'm finishing that up, and then thinking going into shade My Apology, which is a maroon shimmer shade. I'm going to put that all along my lower lash line. I did have issues with this only because I didn't put any primer or foundation under my eye. I would do this at the end of my eye look or the rest of my face, so I'd have some stuff so it could blend easier, but I didn't, so had a little bit of issue with blending. That's perfectly okay. I am not at all worried about it. And then lastly, I'll be going into the shade My Boyfriend's Purse, and I'll put that on the inner corner and blend it down to my lower lash line to give it a little bit of sparkle, to just tie it all in because we all love a little sparkle. Alright, here's the second look with the mini Controversy. I'm going into the shade Flat Earth, and I'm going to be putting that all over my brow bone down to my crease. It is a very, very pale blue, kind of almost gray shade. This didn't have too much pigment on it, so you can see that I'm going to be layering this up a lot. It's going to take me longer than usual to apply this as opposed to cry on my couch, the nude shade. But these upcoming shades I'm going to have a little bit of issue with, so I am really trying to layer this on and get it as pigmented as possible. But I'm just getting that all together, trying to make it work. But then I'm going to be going into the shade Canceled, which is a very beautiful blue kind of peacock shade, and I'm putting that in my crease, and I'm going to blend that up into Flat Earth. This had a little bit more pigment, but I still had to layer it up. And I apologize that you can't see this, but I was in the zone and I didn't want to keep messing with it too much. But there you can see a little bit of me blending it. It's a really pretty shade. I just wish it blended easier. But you know what? It is what it is. It's not that big of a deal. I don't mind spending a little extra time blending, but I know it might matter to some people, so I just want to let you guys know. And then I'll be going into the shade The Simulation, which is a shimmer shade, slightly darker than Canceled, and I'm putting that all over my lid and blending it up slightly into Canceled into my crease. This one applied better than Canceled and Flat Earth, so it didn't take me as long. And then I'm also going to apply the Simulation to my lower lash line. But first I'm going to apply Canceled. And that's going to be along most of my lash line before I put the darker shade on my outer corner to create a little bit of depth. And I already did this, and I'm going into My Boyfriend's Purse, and I'm putting that on my inner corner once again to draw a little light in. And that's it for that look. And here are the two looks up close. You can see my brown is a little patchy because I didn't spend too much time blending, but here they are. Very beautiful palette. Blues were a little hard to blend, but it's okay because it turned out beautiful. Alright guys, that is 4 looks total in this video. That is 2 with the Conspiracy and 2 with the Mini Controversy palette. My final thoughts is I absolutely love the Conspiracy palette. I had no issue with any of the shadows in that one, but then the Mini Controversy, I did have some issues. 2 of the shades didn't really blend well, none of that much pigment. It was Flat Earth and Canceled, this shade and that shade. you could probably see me in the video. I spent a lot of time building and blending these shadows. I'm not sure why there was an issue, but there was. Besides that, everything was good in that palette, even the purple controversy shade and the My Apology maroon shimmer shade. But besides that, I absolutely love the palettes. I think if you want to get something from his collection, you should get the big Conspiracy palette. A lot more shades, a lot more possibilities, and a lot more wearable besides the one Food Videos shade. But yeah, I absolutely love these products. I mean, look at all those beautiful colors. It's a good investment. It's very beautiful. I know it's completely sold out for pre-order and from the launch date, so you might have to wait a little bit in order to get another pre-order, but absolutely amazing. Probably one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes by Jeffree Star. She did an absolutely awesome job picking these colors out, and I'm very happy. I hope you guys like this video. Feel free to like and subscribe if you want to see more. Let me know what your favorite shades are, or if you have like a favorite look that I created. But yeah, let me know if you got anything from the launch or if you got any of his merch. And have a great day, evening, afternoon, wherever you are. And I love you guys. Bye.